Happy Tuesday morning, everybody. We're back to normal. Coffee with Kenny. Everything seems right when Louie's up there and I'm sitting in my normal spot. How about my hairs today? Damn, didn't even take a shower, but they just looking good for some reason. NASCAR's on a roll. Once again, you can make fun of me all you want, but I feel like I really have something to say this morning. Kenny Conversation has the legendary Mark Richards coming out today. Mark Richards and a friend of his, they started Rocket Chassis, one of the largest, most successful dirt super late model car building businesses. So he's coming out today and everybody wants to hear him. He's long and he goes long. But I just wanted to say this. I really feel like NASCAR is officially back. And I know that's been a joke for the last 2-3 years. NASCAR's back. You know, one good race. NASCAR's back. So respond right here. What qualifies as NASCAR's back? Look at Louie. He saw something. So Clay and Camber are the big dogs. He looks out that window. That's what he's got himself positioned to, because Clay and Camber, my son-in-law and Brittany, they live up there at the shop until they find a place to live, because they moved from North Carolina here. And I told them, I said, you all live up there with our grandbaby. What a deal, right? They move here from North Carolina. They live up there until they find their way around St. Louis, find a place. And everybody benefits. We get the grandbaby. We get Brody, Brittany. And Louie gets to see the big dogs, Camber and Clay. When they come out, Louie goes nuts, chases after them. So, but anyway, what constitutes, respond right here, NASCAR is back. So after 20 years of just complete shit, I know that's not a good word. I know that Charlie's going to beep that out when he puts this on the Kenny Wallace YouTube show, but it has been a shit show. And just the constant, I hate NASCAR. It's like, God almighty. Do you ever get tired, or is it just a sport, you know? Do you ever get tired of talking shit about NASCAR, or do you love it? Do you like talking bad about things? Sometimes it's like, Jesus, are you still talking bad about the same thing? Is it a sport for you? Do you love it that much that you get on social media? Okay, so I feel like NASCAR qualifies that they're back. Here's why. I'm going to tell you why. So damn, Herman, I must have got some good sleep last night or last night. I noticed the older I get, I let little syllables out of words. I think it's because I get excited. Yes, my vertigo's still there. Pretty much when I sleep, I'm going to call a doctor up. I know one. Or I'm going to look at these maneuvers. Jesus, can he focus on what the hell you're talking about? So anyway, here's why NASCAR qualifies that they're back. Number one, 3-wide finish at Atlanta, right? Unbelievable finish at Atlanta, 3-wide. You could hear the motors rumbling off down the back straight. Okay. We go to Kansas City, 2-wide between Buescher and Kyle Larson, and then here comes Martin Truex and whoever I forgot by now. 4-wide, 2 to 4-wide, okay? Unbelievable finish. Closest, now here's another reason it qualifies. Closest finish in NASCAR history, okay? By the way, did you know about that race? That my old crew chief, Todd Gordon, who was Joey Logano's crew chief, His first crew chief job was mine, Todd Gordon. Todd later, a day or two later, says, engineering terms, that when you go 0.1, whatever it is, that there's a discrepancy. That's why they went to the photo finish. So that was the closest finish in NASCAR history. Then you go to Darlington. Now we're on the third race. And Tyler Reddick runs into Busher, flattens both tires. And here comes the legendary comeback, after 110 race losing streak or winless streak, whatever you want to say. Keselowski wins that Darlington race in exciting fashion. Okay, 3 races spread out over 2 months. Then, the All-Star race really doesn't have what we want. But really it does. What happens is Joey Logano pulls a Max Verstappen, Formula One, right? Max Verstappen wins every single race. He runs away. He wins by over a mile, but then all of a sudden, you Formula One fans tell me, oh, it don't matter because it's about the car and about the ambiance, and it's okay. But if we do that in NASCAR, you don't like NASCAR. So it's okay, because if you remember the All-Star race, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, that was Kyle Larson. Just got done qualifying 5th for the Indy 500. He flies in. He comes from dead last. Kyle Larson comes from dead last up to battling for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and they're bopping and weaving. What made you think the All-Star race wasn't that good was that Joey Logano checked out. That's called a Max Verstappen. And by the way, Ford's no good. They back. So there you go. All right. Then that's like 5 races that I think are pretty good because it's the All-Star race. It's Wilkesboro. It's a hell of a show. Actually, on the Kenny Wallace show, we got that coming out. Charlie's getting ready to upload everything I got from the All-Star race. I was there, so I know. All right, we get your point, Herman. Don't gotta be so damn mean. So, the fight. I mean, the memes are gonna go on for years. Just so awesome, right? Stenhouse. Here's the deal with Stenhouse. When Ricky was dating Danica Patrick, I'm used to Danielle Trotta because I worked at Fox. And my new mother-in-law is Danielle. Danica Patrick. She's a badass. When Ricky Stenhouse was dating Danica, he said, Herman, I tried to hang with her in CrossFit. You are not going to do it. So Ricky now, he's an animal. Ricky Stenhouse, he's like a little fighter dude. So Stenhouse, hey, that was a good punch. Look at the slow-mo. They got all it out there. So the fight was badass. They tell me don't jack with Stenhouse now. So he works out every single day. Plus the little pink shorts, the Bahama shorts. That was great. And then everybody, but don't you feel a little bit like he had to do something? He had to do something because all the media followed him. Don't you feel like Stenhouse is like, I'm going to talk this out, then all of a sudden Stenhouse is like, holy shit. I think that's 4 or 5 shits today. Stop it, Herman. My kids are watching. So I feel like Ricky had to do that, right? A lot of pressure on him. But boy, what an uppercut. And then the brawl. So that's why NASCAR's back. Respond right here. Is NASCAR back? All right, everybody. That's a little too long for me. That's 9 minutes. Maybe you halfway to work by now.